What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that thumbs up button. More likes equals more hooligans. Go and read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we will be getting things started. We'll be starting off with a video titled, Texas Governor Greg Abbott orders flags in his state to raise to full staff for Inauguration Day. Apparently, old man Walter's got some half-ass 30-day thing of keeping the flag at half-staff because of Jimmy Carter's funeral. I don't know if I've never experienced a president kicking the bucket or what, but just all these, I don't know what you want to call it. It's not festivities. The way they handled things with Jimmy Carter's death, 3 different funerals, shutting down the post office last Wednesday. Now there's 30 days of half-mast flags. I didn't realize we did all that stuff. But in Texas, they're going to be full staff for Inauguration Day to celebrate President Trump's inauguration. Then we got a video titled, Applause and Chants of USA Greet Pete Hegseth as he enters the Senate hearing. Everything's about Pete Hegseth today. I only grabbed a couple videos, though. I mean, we'll see him for the next 4 years, so, I figured we need to grab a whole bunch of stuff. The next video is titled, Pete Hegseth Hurting Feelings. They had him explain what a jag-off is, and that's nice. That's nice. Anyways, then we got a video titled, More Protesters Interrupt Pete Hegseth, Prompting Warning from Chairman Roger Wicker. I don't know what that person in the background screaming, something about they stubbed their toe or something like that. I don't know, interrupting Pete Hegseth. Thought it was entertaining. Figure I'd add it to the schedule. Then we got a video titled, Biden Administration Moves to Regulate Tobacco Products. They're worried about the black market and stuff. They're worried about cartels smuggling cigarettes to Americans. I don't know. These sound like silly ideas to me. Apparently, they're trying to regulate nicotine. They're talking about putting less nicotine in cigarettes, but they're worried that people will smoke twice as many cigarettes to try and get that same nicotine level. I don't know. These cigarettes, I don't really think they're that big of a deal, but here they are trying to regulate them. Then we got a video titled, New York City looks to cut charbroiler emissions at restaurants. They were going after the gas stoves. Now they're after the charbroilers. They make a claim in this video that if they were to do away with these charbroilers, that it would save up to 300 lives a year because of emissions. I've never heard of anybody dying from emissions. It was, oh, the weather's really bad, kick the bucket. Supposedly, they take your grills away. They're going to save 300 lives a year in New York. I don't know. It doesn't make sense, but it's on the menu today. Then we got a video titled, Absolutely Disgusting, Joe Biden Slammed for $770 one-time payment for wildfire victims. Who comes up with these numbers? 770. They were like, that's the number there. You lost your home and everything in the fire in California, $770 to you. Like, who makes that up? How do you land on 770? Just, I don't know. Old man Walter making shit up. Then we got a video titled, Trump Goes Scorched Earth on Lame Brain Special Counsel Jack Smith. Apparently the report has come out. It doesn't affect anything. It just totally doesn't matter. But either way, that's what this video is about. Then we got a video titled, Chinese TikTok Alternative Surge. They're going to be on TikTok on the 19th. That's what it sounds like. And so everyone's going to this Chinese alternative called RedNote. And that app is completely Chinese. And there's a lot of people who are really butthurt about TikTok being banned. So they're attempting to learn Mandarin so they can go on this RedNote app and pretend to be Chinese, I guess. I don't know. I don't think TikTok's any better or worse than any other platform. But I just think it's goofy that people are so butthurt they think they're going to move to China or something like that just to continue and be a part of the app. It's, I don't know, TikTok brain on the loose. Then we got a hilarious video for our last little bit of the news. It's titled, Army Major has been drugged and bitten by strippers in Poland. This was one of the questions that were asked to, Kirby. I can't think of his first name. I think it's John Kirby, but we know him as Captain Hot Dog Fingers. You should see his face. And the reporter that asked him the question, their name is Jeff. So it makes that video extra hilarious. Then, of course, we got 2 funny videos of the day. Well, we got a funny video of the day, and then we got a funny / feel-good video of the day. First video is titled, Klaus Has a Hard Life. It's our first funny video of the day. And then our official funny / feel good video for the day is titled 6 Days. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see how you hooligans are doing today. What day is it? Is it Taco Tuesday today? It is Taco Tuesday. What is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Dan the Man? What's up, Zero? What's up, Tom? What's up, Annette? What's up, Guessum J? What's up, Damsel? What's up, Jay Spray? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Alistair? What's up, Matt? And what's up, 10 Man? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Free Thinking Texan, you were first today. I appreciate you racing to the chat, Free Thinking Texan. What's up, AR16? What's up, Tony Rez? What's up, Kevin? What's up, Energy Woman? Happy freedom, you hooligans. What's up, Bobby? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Tiger Jaw? Alistair, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. Let me see. Scrolling through here. What's up, Pumpkin? Happy freedom. What's up, Mindy? Appreciate you sliding through. Make sure we get everybody. What's up, Gron? Happy freedom. Let me see here. What's up, Silver Wolf? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Mr. Satan? Appreciate you. What's up, H-Big? Happy freedom. What's up, MC? What's up, Zupia? If I can get y'all ready, happy freedom to you. I think we got everybody. What's up, Hidu? Appreciate you sliding through. Make sure you hit that thumbs up over on Rumble. See if you can get us on the front page. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? Alistair, you are truly omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, everyone over on Twitch? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Rods? Matt Rogers, you are omnipresent. What's up, Lisa? Happy freedom. What's up, Tony Rich? Appreciate you being with us. And what is up, everyone over on the communism platform? Matt Rogers, you are truly omnipresent. What's up, Mr. Satan? You're omnipresent as well. What's up, Freckles? What's up, Toy Mafia? What's up, Critical Thinker? What's up, Jack? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Blue Crow? Let me see. What's up, DB Cooper? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. What's up, Don't Care? Happy freedom. What's up, Skulls? Appreciate you sliding through. What's up, Huckleberry? Happy freedom. What's up, Rhyme Time? Appreciate you sliding through at the end here. All right, I think we're good to go. You guys are welcome to hit that thumbs up over on the commie platform as well. And what is up to the 22 hooligans watching over on X? Happy freedom to you. And I actually remembered to cover X today. Like I said, we're going to get into this first video here. I don't really have any updates. I'm being sick. I'm still congested in my face and my chest. I sound a little better, I think, and I feel a little bit better, but I'm still kind of gross, so it is what it is. I figured I'd shave so I didn't look homeless anymore, or at least as homeless. Either way, like I said, we're getting started on this first video. It's titled, Texas Governor Greg Abbott Orders Flags in His State to Raise to Full Staff for Inauguration. That's wieners up for President Trump. All right, hooligans, hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get into this.
Flags in Texas will fly full staff come Monday. That's the order from the governor. Right now, flags across the country, including here at Daley Plaza in Chicago, are flying half staff to honor former President Jimmy Carter. The order from President Joe Biden is for flags to fly at half staff for 30 days after Carter's death. But Texas Governor Greg Abbott has ordered the flags in his state be raised back to full staff for the inauguration. Abbott cited a federal statute calling for the U.S. flag to be displayed on Inauguration Day. However, there is precedent for flags remaining at half staff during inaugurations. It happened when Richard Nixon, the president then, was sworn in for his second term in 1973 because former President Harry Truman had died on December 26th of the previous year.
All right, like I said, I don't know how many presidents' deaths I've lived through, but it just seems quite extensive, the things we do when a president kicks the bucket. Like I said, like 3 different funerals. They closed the post office on a random Wednesday, and then we got 30 days of half mass or half whatever, flags at halfway up the pole. Except for Inauguration Day. I don't know what the penalty is if you don't follow these laws. I don't know if it has to do with flag code or what. And with the way the police behave, I highly doubt they'd do anything anyways. But I imagine on Inauguration Day, I bet the whole nation is full staff. Either way, let me see where we are here. Yeah, we'll read through the chat really quick. And then we got a couple videos on Pete Hegseth. Let me see. I think, how are we going to do this? We might play them back to back. We'll see. Either way, we're going to read through the chat. This next video is titled Applause and Chants of USA Greet Pete Hegseth as he enters the Senate hearing. Like I said, we got 3 videos. We might play them back to back. But right now, we're going to hop in the chat, See what you hooligans think about Greg Abbott kind of defying Biden's order for that half staff. Zero, the dude at the head of the DC lawyers resigned. He signed my indictment. If they all resign, do my charges go away? It's up to a judge. Zero, the judge makes the call. Prosecutors and stuff, they're the momentum behind the decision. So if you have prosecutors dropping out, then the judge is going to call it. But until the judge says something to you, everything is just kind of going according to plan. And at 770, well, at least it's $20 more than what the Helene victims received. Yeah, and what they don't talk about in the video is they don't really discuss if you have to qualify for it, which you probably do. Just like the hurricane victims, they had to qualify. Most of them don't even qualify, which is pretty crazy. I wonder what has to happen to you in order to qualify for the 750 that they were promised in North Carolina, because the most I've heard is people getting 350. So I'm wondering with these wildfires and the promised 770, are they actually going to get 770? Or are they going to hit them with $5? Here's $5 and a coupon. Have a good day. Sorry your house burned down. I don't know where they come up with these numbers. Doesn't make any sense to me. Guess make no mistake, we're always full staff in Texas. They say everything's bigger in Texas. Guess that's what I hear. 10 man, yeah, you probably got to clear the cache. We did some updates and stuff. What's up, Matthew? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Turbo? Happy freedom to you. Bobby, sex bots. How do we just jump right into sex bots? Zupia, Trump said fuck Biden. He has his flag full staff at Mar-a-Lago right now. Yeah, I believe it, Zupia. President Trump, he's the president. He don't have to go half-mast for some other president. Do what he wants. It's his flag. Ghostly. I know I'll be at full staff on the 20th, flying that freedom boner. Full staff on Inauguration Day. Mm-hmm. Silver Wolf, I'm eating Captain Crunch for lunch. Yeah, I got issues. I got a lot of them. Your mouth is going to be all raw. I haven't had Captain Crunch in years. I used to love it until the day after, where your mouth is just all crushed on the inside. Like you're chewing on glass. What's up, Mary Todd? Happy freedom. What's up, Tree Herder? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Sally Ride? 6 more days. That's right. What's up, Spicy K? Happy freedom. What's up, Libby Racer? Appreciate all of you hooligans sliding in. What's up? Jeez, why does it sound like that? What's up, Dutton? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Black White Bull? Happy freedom to you. Matthew, DEW firestorms. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Mr. B knew 100% those fires were on purpose. They all started at the same time. Yeah, I've seen the video where it shows like the 3 fires starting all at once. And then you see that they don't lift a finger to help those people, and now they get $770 to rebuild their home and their life. Like, stupid. It all seems very strategically done and on purpose. What's up, Josh 1776? Happy freedom. Tree Herder, I know. As soon as I said it. Jesus loves us. Free the Texan. That's what I get. That's what I get. Should choose my words more wisely. What's up, Mordrina? Happy freedom to you. Don't care. It has to be a federal building. Mar-a-Lago is private property. So they're ordering federal buildings to be at half-staff. So if you have your personal flag on your house, it's not half-staff, then it doesn't matter. See, I don't hang a flag outside because I don't pay enough attention. Half time I'm driving around, I'm like, why is the flags at half-staff? I'm like, who died? What's going on? Is that a holiday? I'm just... For someone who keeps up with the news, I'm just terrible about knowing what days you're supposed to do what with the flag. It's too much responsibility. What's up, Sage Pup? Happy freedom. What's up, Salty Ginger? Happy freedom. Oh, don't care you're distracted? Well, I appreciate you sticking with us. Thank you for letting me know. What is your name? What's up, Liberty Sweetheart? Happy Freedom. What's up, King of Dorks? Appreciate you hooligans watching on X. What's up, Tom Tom? Happy Freedom. What's up, Jamie? Happy Freedom to you. Matt, haven't lowered my flag either. In my opinion, they've done away with the meaning to lower it by wanting it lowered for everything, so I don't do it. Yeah, Matt Rogers, I mean, if they ain't gonna come bother you, about it, then screw them. It's your flag. You're taking care of it. I don't know. That's how I'm starting to feel about it. Unless you actually care about what's going on, fly that fucker at the top of the pole. That's just what I'm saying. Tom Tom. I don't know what you're saying, Tom Tom. Alright, hooligans, we're going to get into this next videos here. I think we're going to play him back to back, because it's all Pete Hegseth. It all has to do with him, his confirmation and being questioned and all of that. So we're going to start with this first one. It's titled Applause and Chants of USA Greet Pete Hegseth as he enters the Senate hearing. It's almost like a Trump rally. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling. Alright, like I said, a little bit of Trump rally vibes there with the USA chants. We're going to get right into this next video. This is titled Pete Hegseth Hurting Feelings. Now, they try to get him to explain what a jagoff is, and that's, well, that's nice and humorous. Either way, like I said, this is titled Pete Hegseth Hurting Feelings. Make sure you hit that thumbs up on Rumble, and let's get into this.
Respect for lawful authority. You have made statements to your platoon after being briefed by a JAG officer. Well, by the way, would you explain what a JAG-off is?
I don't think I need to, sir.
Why not?
Because the men and women watching understand.
Well, perhaps some of my colleagues don't understand.
It would be a JAG officer who puts his or her own priorities in front of the warfighters. Their promotions, their medals, in front of having the backs of those who are making the tough calls on the front lines.
Thank you, Senator Reid.
Interesting.
Thank you, Senator
Thank
Reid.
you very much.
Senator Fisher.
Thank you, Mr.
Respect for lawful.
It's like explaining to them what Wi-Fi is. That was a funny day too. Either way, we're going to get into this third video here. More Pete Hegseth, and then we'll actually hop in the chat. This last of the Pete Hegseth videos is titled More Protesters Interrupt Pete Hegseth, Prompting Warning from Chairman Roger Wicker. Now again, I don't really know what the hollering is about. It's kind of hard to make out what they're saying. Something about like suicide like my dad did or something. I don't know what they're saying. Either way, once again, hit the thumbs up on Rumble and let's get into this.
Was to bring the warrior culture back to the Department of Defense. He, like me, wants a Pentagon laser-focused on lethality, meritocracy, warfighting, accountability, and readiness.
Every
You may continue, sir.
Returning the Pentagon back to warfighting, that's it. That's my job.
Mr. Hegseth, suspend your remarks. Let me just say this. The Capitol Police are going to remove immediately individuals that are disrupting the hearing. I see a pattern attempted to be inflicted on the committee, and we're simply not going to tolerate that. You may proceed.
To bring back warfighting, if confirmed, I'm going to work with President Trump and this committee to, one, restore the warrior ethos to the Pentagon and throughout our fighting force. In doing so, we will reestablish trust in
be inflicted on the committee, and we're simply not going to tolerate that. You may proceed.
To bring back warfighting, if confirmed, I'm going to work with President Trump and this committee to, one, restore the warrior ethos to the Pentagon and throughout our fighting force. In doing so, we will reestablish trust in our military, addressing the recruiting crisis, the retention crisis, and readiness crisis in our ranks.
Members of the security force will remove members. Mr. Hegseth, you may.
The strength of our military is our unity and our shared purpose, not our differences. Number two, we're going to rebuild our military, always matching threats to capability.
All right. Well, protesters crying out loud about nothing. I wish they would understand that if we can't hear what you're saying, you're not really raising awareness to anything. You're just not. You're just squawking in the background. And everybody hates you. That's how it goes. You interrupt what's going on, and nobody can tell what it is that you're talking about. You're not raising awareness to any cause. You're just acting like an asshole. And that's exactly how everyone feels when you interrupt what's going on. I don't know why those protesters do it. People already don't like them. Either way, like I said, that was all the Pete Hegseth we have for the day. Next up, Biden administration moves to regulate tobacco products. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about Pete Hegseth and all of that stuff he was just going through. Silverwolf, aka Pocahontas White version. Yeah, she didn't seem impressed when Pete Hegseth walked into the room and everybody was clapping and cheering. Non-woke, time to take out the trash. Absolutely. 6 days. Tiger Jaw, will they be put in the DC gulag for an insurrection? They should be. What's up, Puffin Stuff? Happy Freedom. What's up, Fresca Bean? Happy Freedom to you. MC, the shit show left on full display. Yeah. And like I said, Pete Hegseth is everywhere. No matter what social media platform you're on, that's all that people are talking about. Jeb, Trump-induced tears falling like rain. Not yet. Can't wait for Inauguration Day. There's going to be some real crying. I assume we'll be covering protests first thing on Monday, leading all the way up to the inauguration. We'll cover the inauguration, and then I assume there will be more protesting after the inauguration. Now, I don't know what's going to happen Tuesday, but I know we're going to have protesting on Monday. That's just the way things are going to be. A circle of jerks. Yeah, Dutton. For real. What's up, Patriot Dad? Happy Freedom to you. Free the Texan. Oh, a JAG officer. Yeah. I think he spun it a little bit. I think he spun it a little bit. I don't know what they were quoting him from, like what he was doing or where he was when he referred to someone as a jag off or whatever, that they were quoting. But I think he kind of bluffed a little bit on, I mean, obviously his description was fairly accurate, but I think he watered it down a little bit compared to how most people would use that phrase. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $1 donation over on Rumble. I appreciate all the support. Thank you, Patriot Dad. Says, happy freedom, hooligans. Jeff and Snooks, 10-hour day at work, but got off early. Beer 30. That's badass, Patriot Dad. Enjoy the rest of your day off. Yeah, he do. It's a swear word here too. People here they don't say jag. They say jack. So, I don't know. Alistair, yeah, he was doing like the reporter did when the crowd was chanting fuck Joe Biden, pretending to mistake it for let's go Brandon. Yeah, Alistair, that's what I think he was doing too. What's up, Nostalgic? Happy freedom. Klaus is doing good. He was with me when I was putting the schedule together. I think he's doing his rounds right now. What's up, Cash Flow? Happy freedom to you. Why the hell did they allow protesters in there anyways? I assume they came in incognito. I don't think they showed up as protesters, but maybe they did. Maybe they did let them in. Makes me a little nervous about who they're going to let in during the inauguration. Yeah, Cash Flow. I know. Hopefully everything goes well for the inauguration. What's up, U-Town? Happy freedom. What's up, Jay Blazer? Happy freedom to you. Don't they have an interstate to block? I mean, you would think so. They're scared of the snow, though. They don't like hanging out in the snow. Don't care. I forgot to tell you, saw a hooligan sticker on the highway in Florida. I did a little beep beep. That's awesome, don't care. Heck yeah. That's badass. What's up, Scott? Happy freedom to you. Scott, where do we buy a house for $750, $770? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't understand how they came up with those numbers. They're like, okay, so everybody's losing everything. Some people are even having family members killed. Family pets are dying. Family belongings are gone. Just losing everything. So here's $770 while we got sky high inflation. That's like 2 weeks worth of groceries. Let alone rebuilding your house and everything else. I don't know. Those numbers need to be a lot higher. What's up, Tara? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Visions? Happy freedom to you. Snooks, I know what a JAG officer is. We're dancing around a swear word that I'm not exactly convinced that I'm allowed to say on the live. No worries, Zupia. It happens. It's just some little bug in Rumble. Sometimes you'll send a post and just paste 3 times. Alright, hooligans, we're going to get into this next one. Like I said, this is titled Biden Administration Moves to Regulate Tobacco Products. They're talking about lowering the nicotine level in cigarettes, and then they're also going to talk about people potentially smoking twice as much to hit that nicotine level, as well as the cartel smuggling in foreign cigarettes or even homemade cigarettes to Americans that just really need that fix. It's coming up next, but first I want to remind you guys really quick, if you would like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out, as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's pull up this old man Walter video. I don't know why he cares so much about cigarettes now. Like, just out of nowhere. So much care for it. This has been going on for like a week or two, but I wasn't able to find a solid video until right now. We'll see how this goes. It's titled Biden Administration Moves to Regulate Tobacco Products. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble and let's get into this.
A new FDA rule would cut how much nicotine is in cigarettes and other tobacco products to make them less addictive. Critics say this proposal could have significant and unintended consequences, including bolstering the black market. Nick's back with more on the FDA's plan here. Nick, get us up to speed. Why is it causing such an uproar?
Because they want to cut nicotine levels, right? And they're saying, hey, people would buy less, and that's a problem. And tobacco companies have been fighting proposed rule changes for years. The agency says it's aiming to reduce addiction rates, arguing fewer people will start smoking and more current smokers will be able to quit. But there's a backlash from some who say drastically cutting nicotine will lead to people smoking more to get the same effect. At the same time, Marky, opening the door for illegal organizations, sort of like how prohibition played out in this country. Think drug cartels, counterfeiters, and criminal networks. They can smuggle or produce full nicotine cigarettes to meet demand once legal products have lower nicotine. Now, critics say this could keep America smoking while fueling the black market rather than lowering smoking rates.
Yeah, this will always be a huge debate. Nick, how are law enforcement agencies and lawmakers responding to concerns that this rule could boost cartels?
Marky, by saying, hey, before you change the nicotine levels, take a look at the bigger picture and its potential unintended consequences. Now, law enforcement doesn't believe enough thought has been put into how this might ramp up illegal activity. From their perspective, no one really sat down to figure out how limiting nicotine could lead to more tobacco trafficking and how cartels, which already have a pipeline to smuggle dangerous drugs like fentanyl, could switch gears and start pushing illegal tobacco. And this is not a partisan issue, Marky. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle share these concerns, calling tobacco trafficking a grave national security threat that's linked to money laundering and possibly even financing terrorism. The big worry is simply this, that if nicotine levels are cut, criminals will step in with full strength but totally unregulated cigarettes. That would not only undermine the FDA's plan to reduce smoking, but also raise health and safety issues because you wouldn't know what's inside the black market products. News Nation has reached out to the White House for comment, and we are waiting, Marky, to hear back.
Yeah, I imagine for those bad actors, their gears are already turning how to take advantage of this one. Nick, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find.
Jeez, just fighting me. Fuck you, YouTube. Eat shit. Anyways, old man Walter out here trying to mess with cigarettes. Now, I don't know why it matters all of a sudden. They don't know what a woman is. The border's wide open. It seems like we got other problems, but no, let's go ahead and ban cigarettes. It never seems to go well. Anytime they regulate nicotine products, they just come out with something worse. That's how we got to vapes. Either way, I don't think it's that big of a deal, and I'm not really worried about black market cigarette stuff. Like I said, this kind of just feels like it's coming out of left field. Who's lobbying for this crap? That's what I want to know. Next up, New York City looks to cut charbroiler emissions at restaurants. That's a really interesting video. Right in the middle of it, they make a claim that if they were to get away from all these charbroilers, it would save 300 Americans every year in New York City because of emissions, because of the weather. The weather's just out here killing 300 Americans. You better get rid of your tasty grills or else. I don't know. The shit doesn't make any sense. Either way, it's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about old man Walter trying to regulate these tobacco products. Snooks, next will be banning alcohol. People need to make their own choices on those things. Yeah, we'll see if they start regulating alcohol and stuff like that. They brought up prohibition in that video. I don't know if they want those problems again, but like I said, it just seems out of nowhere they want to regulate cigarette or tobacco products. I wonder what caused this. What caused them to start looking into this? What's up, U-Hill? Happy freedom to you. U-Hill, I'm never going to retire. When I retire from working, I'm just going gold mining again. No rest for the wicked. Yeah, U-Hill. There's no retirement plan for me. Work until I die is my retirement plan. Hopefully I can have fun along the way. We'll see. Zero, now I'll have to learn to grow and process my own tobacco. Jeez. So I thought about that when I was younger, and it takes years. It takes years to process it, and it's heavily regulated. You get caught, growing your own tobacco, the government will come for you like you just found oil. It's heavily regulated. Before weed was legal here, I was thinking about growing tobacco, but unless you got big bucks and a lot of land, there's just no way to do it. At least not to the same degree that we know cigarettes. Tom. It's the other chemicals they put in there that aren't good for you, just like the food companies hired the same scientists to make food more addictive. Yeah, Tom. I've heard that for years. That nicotine itself isn't that bad for you. It's addictive, but it's not that bad, like as far as health-wise. But all the different chemicals in cigarettes that go through the combustion process, apparently that's what's really bad for you, but I don't know. I kind of think it's all bullshit. What's up, Cassie J? Hill, could you imagine a gold mine, but of hooligans? I feel like the Wild West, what the Wild West would be like. Okay, you guys hold our beers. Yeah. See, that's heavily regulated too. We'd have to go to an area where we could actually get some mineral rights. If you went digging in your backyard, that sounds interesting. If you were digging in your backyard and found gold and you don't have mineral rights, that gold belongs to the government or whoever has the deed to the mineral rights. Just like if you buy property and you got a stream that flows through it, if you don't own mineral rights, you cannot bottle that water or you are breaking the law. There is so much red tape around us that most people don't even know about. And then you go to build a shed or something and government shows up. Hey, where's your permit? Did you get a permit to build that structure? I think we got too much government around us. I feel like if you buy a property, you should be able to build whatever the hell you want to on it, as long as you're not affecting the airspace, you know. Pretty much looking at treetops. As long as you're not above the neighboring treetops, you should be able to do whatever you want on your property. 10 man between us hooligans, we could make a fortune. Absolutely, 10 man. What's up, Cassie J? Happy Freedom if I didn't get you already. Done. I roll my own cigarettes with Gambler pipe tobacco, much healthier. I used to roll cigarettes and stuff when I was in high school. I can't remember what brand I used to get, but my grandpa, I'm trying to think how to explain this. Not my grandpa I always talk about, but my grandpa I never hung out with. He was really big into rolling cigarettes, and when I was younger, there used to be just tobacco all over the damn house, just little bushels of tobacco everywhere where he would sit. Picture Dad, they've added a lot of chemicals to mass produce cigarettes. Yeah. Yep, cancer sticks. For the Texan, pipe tobacco is also taxed differently. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Josh 1776. Someone on the city board in Sanford just built a pool barn in a spot he wouldn't have gotten approved, then just decided to vote against taking it down. That's interesting, Josh 1776. That sounds like corruption if people are on the board doing that stuff. But that's why the red tape's no good. That's why. You shouldn't have to get a permit to build a structure on your own property, and you got to ask strangers who work for the government whether or not you're allowed to have it. Meanwhile, they just do whatever they want. They got kids in their basements and shit. Like, I don't like that stuff. People are too corrupt to have that much power. Pumpkin, never underestimate our will to do what we want. That's right. That's right. Sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. Nostalgic, Big Sugar has a lot of power in the food industry. Oh, I believe it. What's up, Joe Lexi? Happy Freedom to you. Kevin, I roll tobacco with rolling papers. Well, that's what you're supposed to do. Well, I guess you could get the tubes. I forgot about the tubes. You get the carton of tubes there, and you gotta get the special little sliding tool or whatever. Nah, I never had any of that fancy stuff. I won't, Hill. Thank you for the notice, because it was coming up next. Cash flow. I don't smoke, nor do I drink. That's why I wouldn't care if they did ban cigarettes and vapes. Yeah, it's not helping anybody. Smoking cigarettes and vapes, they're just not. For a while, people would be all mad, but 20, 30 years, nobody'd give a shit. People would get over it. What's up, Master Meatball? Happy freedom. I don't think the government will ever ban cigarettes and alcohol, though. They like that we go out there and kill ourselves. We kill ourselves to celebrate, and we also do it when we're depressed. I don't think they'll take that away from us. Master Meatball, no, people will buy more cigarettes. Yeah, because they'll be craving it because they're not getting the same nicotine fix. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Dirtbag Freedom? Happy freedom to you. Kami Thong. Happy freedom to you. Don't care. Nicotine stops viruses, improves dementia, and more. Interesting. I've never read into nicotine. I keep hearing that in small doses it's actually good for you. Scott, people can't get money with no mailbox, no house, and no ID. That's true, Scott. I didn't even think of that. Everything goes down in a house fire. You apply for the money. They're like, yeah, it'll be in the mail in about 5 to 6 weeks. You're going to have to get a P.O. box and have some hopes. I don't know. The government is just failing all of us. What's up, Gypsy? Happy freedom. Gypsy, 770 times 6,000 is not 5.1 million doll hairs. The math ain't mathin'. Yeah, Gypsy, they don't want to talk about that. That's why they normally don't disclose numbers to us. We start busting out the calculator and the government's like, wait. Just trust us. Nah, we can't do that. We can't trust you. Matt, if they ban cigarettes, they'll raise the taxes on something else. Oh, yeah, definitely. I think in Canada, they have high tax on cigarettes, alcohol, and vehicles. Things that cause death. And I think, well, supposedly they use that money to support their free health care over there. What's up, Kaczynski? Happy freedom to you. Does the big guy get 10% of the payouts? Nah, old man Walter, he's on his way out. It's hard to say, though. He'll probably still be getting those checks in the mail. What's up, Deanne? Happy freedom to you. Oh, thank you for being here, Annette. Be safe out there. All right, hooligans. We're going to get into this next one. This is New York City looks to cut charbroiler emissions at restaurants. Like I said, they were going after the gas grills and stuff, which I think they did pass something. I think new buildings being built in New York City do not come with hookups for natural gas. Now they're going after the charbroilers, and just keep an eye out, because somewhere in this video they claim that doing this is going to save 300 lives a year in New York City. Taking away your charbroiler is somehow going to save lives. I don't understand how that works, but here we go. Let's get into this. Hit that thumbs up on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
So another food fight is heating up in New York City. Restaurants say officials are coming for your burgers, your sizzling steaks, all in an effort to clear the air. News Nation's Ryan Bass has more on this big city beef. And I mean, Ryan, what's going on here? And also, didn't New York City do something really similar to this just last year?
Yeah, I was talking to New Yorkers, and they're like, wait a minute, I've heard about this. Didn't this just happen? And in fact, the city rolled out some emission control rules for wood and coal-fired ovens, mostly older ones, that they say was to try and cut pollutants out of the New York City's air and skyline. And now the city is targeting these charbroilers. By the way, that just kicked in last April in terms of the ovens. Now they're going after the charbroilers, hoping that it will cut down emissions even further. New York City's Department of Environmental Protection is proposing this new rule, which would basically go after these restaurants that have these older charbroilers in the hopes that it cuts emissions by 75%, saying these grills release about 4,000 tons of harmful particles into the air every single year. They believe that with the right controlled tech, they can actually reduce deaths in New York City by 300 per year, the city's DEP commissioner told News Nation in a statement. Now, the new rule would impact around 200 restaurants in New York City, and it's mainly geared towards these eateries that charbroil more than 875 pounds of meat weekly and have been using grills that were installed before May of 2016. Now, I want to make this clear. It's not a done deal yet. There's going to be a public hearing that's going to be had at the end of this month in New York City, and I'm sure city officials are going to have an earful from a lot of these restaurant owners because revamping an entire exhaust system, Marky, it is certainly not going to be cheap for a lot of these restaurants.
Yeah, it impacts your bottom line, no doubt about it. What are we hearing from some of the city's restaurant owners about this, and how are they feeling right now?
So small mom and pop shops wouldn't really be affected, at least under these new rules that the city's proposing, but because they don't do enough volume. But you're hearing from a lot of these major restaurant owners that are really, really upset about this proposal and ripping it entirely. We actually reached out to the NYC Hospitality Alliance for their take. They told us we support cleaner air, but it can be very expensive for restaurants to make these emissions upgrades. So the city should be providing grants and financial support to help small businesses meet their imposed goals. Right now, the city says they don't have any plans to do that in terms of offering financial assistance. Only affected restaurants, they say, can apply for exemption or hardship waivers here if this proposal passes. By the way, Marky, it isn't expected to take effect until 2027, so it would give restaurants time to upgrade their facilities. But still, without the extra cash, it could be really hard on their bottom line.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to join in.
So 2027 is when they're going to implement this. Potentially, if it passes. Right now, it's not necessarily on the books. They're considering doing this. They're going to force them to change everything over. They talk about how expensive it is and that there's not going to be any funding for it. That maybe there'll be some tax waivers in the end if they do decide to get rid of the char broilers and put some electric system in. I don't know. First, they tell you that being a prepper and knowing how to camp or even live outside, well, that makes you an extremist. Then they started attacking our natural gas, and they want everything to switch over to electric. They started attacking the gas cars. They want those to switch over to electric. Basically, they want you sucking off the government's teat. That's what they want. They want to have full control over you. So when you don't do what they say, like, I don't know, going and getting an experimental vaccine, then they'll just pull the power on you. No car, no house, no nothing. Sit there and die in your box. That's where they're trying to walk us to, baby steps at a time. It's a bunch of bullshit. They need to leave people alone. Next up, we got absolutely disgusting Joe Biden slam for $770 doll hair one-time payment for the wildfire victims. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about New York City's nonsense over charbroilers. Zero, I would bet money that someone on the council has a relative that revamps exhaust systems. Yeah. Stupid. I don't know why they're doing all this stuff in New York. It's a shithole. You can't even ride the subway, but meanwhile, they're trying to do away with charbroilers. Doesn't make any sense. Zero, they want everyone using electric so they can cut it off at will. Yeah. Definitely seems that way. U-Hill, I love how I think it's disgusting how many pizza places and mom and pop shops went down and out of business during COVID times when the leftists were screaming that pizza places were causing the icebergs to melt. Tarded, effing tarded. The earth is the only 9,800 years out of an ice age on the planet. Jeez, you wrote a whole paragraph here. Years old, the weather changes. Does the dinosaurs in the ice age not fucking show this? Yeah, U-Hill, it's not about that. It's not about pollution. It's not about evolution on Earth. It's about control. That's all it is. They're selling hopes and dreams, and it's communism. That's what it is. Let us take all of your freedoms away, and we'll make sure that you don't kill grandma and the polar bears have a place to live. And you're just like, you're supposed to be like, oh, that's great. Yeah, take my freedoms away, and just make sure that the polar bears have a place to stay. Like, it's never about pollution. It's always about the agenda. That's why it's nonsense. Thank you so much, Energy Woman, for that $11 donation over on Rumble. I appreciate you, Energy Woman. Thank you. It says, I already ranted. Thank you. Hope it's sunny where you all are today. Well, it's not here, Energy Woman, but I appreciate you. No, it's freezing death outside. I think it's 11 degrees. Deanne, I smoke meat and hubby hunts. I store meat for months. They can F off. Yeah. Yep. I like how natural gas was all great until it wasn't. Like, they put it in everything. They were teaching people how to use it. It was the preferred way to cook and all this, that, and the other. And then all of a sudden it wasn't. Now it's a nightmare. It's the bad guy. They're out to get us. Your natural gas is out to get you. Appeal to Evan. Hungry Howie boxes burn well. They do appeal to Evan. I have lots of experience with that. Free the Tex and fast food's going to get even more expensive in New York City. It is. Someone's going to have to cover the cost. Non-woke, stop voting for Democrats. Pumpkin, New York City is a pain in the ass. They have nothing to do but to irritate people. Definitely seems that way. They don't lift a finger to fix that place. They just strategically pull the legs out from underneath people. What's up, Appeal to Heaven? Happy freedom to you. Reading through. Master Meatball, you can store meat in mason jars for years. Yeah, as long as they're sealed properly. Everybody should get a pressure cooker, because then you can start canning stuff. Then you don't have to worry about this nonsense. Got a meal in a jar. What's up, good buddy? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Hooligans Island? Happy freedom to you. I'm not 100% yet, but I do feel better. What's up, Carp? Happy freedom. It's 18 where you are. It's freezing cold out here. I think they're saying we're getting an Arctic storm or something like that. I don't know. Sucks outside, I know that. Matt, our house is on propane. We'd be screwed if gas was banned. Heat, cooking, and hot water, all propane. Yeah, man, and then you're supposed to just convert. You're just supposed to convert everything over to electricity like it's free. Like it's free to do that. What does that mean, Deanne? Deanne says, Jeff hates the sparkle fart word, so I apologize. What exactly does that mean? I'm trying to figure it out. What incident happened where I had to make notice of that? Don't need a pressure cooker. You can can with a water bath. Interesting. I don't know how to do that. I've only seen canning done with a pressure cooker. I had other intentions, though, now that I think about it. I was trying to do something else with the pressure cooker. I'll have to look into the water bath stuff. I definitely need to get into canning. You will. Sparkle fart. I don't know what it is. Fresca bean, I get weird about expired stuff. I throw away perfectly good rice because it's expired. Just threw away cake mixes. I should be okay, but I get too creeped out. I'm like that too, Fresca bean. When you can stuff, though, you can turn it upside down. I mean, if you're brave enough. If you're brave enough, you should be able to turn it upside down, and that topper shouldn't come off. Now, obviously, if you pick up the jar and that cap is moving around, it's no longer sealed. Chances are it's no good. But as long as the seal is good, the food is good. That's general rule of thumb. But yeah, I'm pretty rough with food too. If I buy food, like if I buy a burger and I don't eat it in 24 hours, I throw it away. It doesn't even have to be turning brown or anything. I just throw it away. I can't trust it. I know if I eat it, I'm going to assume that there's something wrong with it. And then I'm like gagging and all this stuff. And it's all in my head. It's all in my head. But I do not like expired food. I think that's from the way I grew up, where like meals weren't prepared. And you were just like digging in the fridge, hoping to God there was something to eat. And then you'd get halfway through it and then realize it's green and fuzzy, you know, and then you're like trying to hack it up and stuff. You do that so many times, or you go to drink milk and it's cheese, stuff like that. I've done that too many times and now I can't trust food. Just can't. Thanks so much, Patriot Dad, for that $1 donation over on Rumble. I appreciate you, Patriot Dad. Thank you. Says the woke is awake. California, yeah, they're waking up to those fires. What's up, Neurodivergent? Happy freedom to you. Snooks, women fart sparkles and they smell like roses. That is fake news, Snooks. It doesn't. It's got a nasty, sweet smell. And you need to keep your farts to yourself. Girl farts are the worst. Holy. Sparkle farts. That's not what happens. That's not. The lips start talking and stuff. That's what actually happens. 10 man. Deanne, on Twitch months ago, you mentioned you didn't like the sparkle fart term. Yeah, I'm not real big on talking about gross stuff. Real not. Tree herder, best of used by, but doesn't mean rotten. May taste stale though. Yeah, tree herder. I worry about food poisoning, like poisoning myself. I'm so bad about food. Wayward, my girl put a hole in the ozone layer. See, that's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, AOC should be screaming about that while keeping her legs closed. Silver Wolf, you know it's true. They got sweet smelling farts. It's not good. Sugar coated farts. How did today's live become this? When I was putting this schedule together, I didn't know it was going to be like this. Yesterday, I think they were talking about deep penetration or something. I can't remember what we were covering. Master Meatball, water bath canning is a method of preserving acidic foods like fruits, jams, and pickles in glass jars using boiling water to create an environment that prevents bacteria growth. The process is safe and reliable, and the resulting canned food are shelf stable. Interesting, Master Meatball. Yeah, I have to see what it looks like. Like, do you create a double water bath or whatever? Like where you put water in a crock pot or something and then put the jars in the water itself? I have to look into it. Gypsy, female intestines are longer, therefore longer inside. They do smell worse. See? Proof. I got a cosigner now. Don't care. If you don't fart the gas, you burp. If you don't fart the gas, you burp the gas. Something to ponder. Don't care. When I was younger, I remember sitting at this campground my dad used to work at. And I was sitting with my dad and some campers, and we're all hanging out. And these girls were asking, or not asking, they were saying something about how dudes fart and that's gross. My dad breaks out this story in front of everybody that guys have to fart because if we don't, our balls will explode. And I thought about that for a really long time as like a teenager. And I was like, that's not true, right? That's not facts. That's got to be fake news. And I've never forgotten that. And so now I kind of like pass it on when people bring it up. Like, oh man, dudes are gross. They be farting. We got to. Or our balls will explode. You want those problems? And people are like, nah, that's not true. But if it was, would you want that to happen? No. So you got to. It's not our fault. It's just we're made this way. My dad said so. I feel like Happy Gilmore. My mama said. But my mama said. And Mr. B New, true story. It is a true story. Write it down so you don't forget. Josh 1776. I pray every night for my toilet. Poor thing has been through a lot. Josh 1776. I swear. Me too. Got to pray for the toilets. They'll be taking those away next. What's a Rip Curl? Happy freedom to you. Wayward. My girl flushes her farts, but it don't work. You can't do. What does that mean? What does that mean? The toilet's wafting it in the air. Okay, we're done. We're moving forward. That's enough fart talk. Okay, we're just moving forward here. Silver Wolf, bro, you're walking funny. I think you need to fart. Yeah. Release some of that tension in your balls. All right, we're really moving forward here. Just stop it. Just cut it out. That's enough. It's enough of your guys' dirty fart talk. You're going to get me banned. All right, where are we at here? Absolutely disgusting, says Joe Biden. Joe Biden slammed for $770 doll hair one-time payment for the wildfire victims. Yes. Let's get this pulled up. This is a short video here. This is more or less just proof of the fact that he really thinks 770 doll hairs is going to fix the problem. Hit the thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
And I want to be clear. We're not waiting until those fires are over to start helping the victims. We're getting them help right now, as you all know. People impacted by these fires are going to receive one-time payment of $770, one-time payment, so they can quickly purchase things like water, baby formula, and prescriptions. So far, nearly 6,000 survivors have registered to do just that, and $5.1 million has gone out. And I encourage everyone who has been impacted to get assistance.
All right, old man Walter saying $750 is enough. Saying you can get diapers and baby formula and all this other stuff. That stuff is expensive. That's even more expensive than groceries. So obviously he doesn't know what he's talking about. It's not like old man Walter's had to buy baby formula or anything like that lately. So again, it brings me right back to where we started. How did they figure those numbers out? What takes them to $770? They're doing the math. And they're like, that's the number right there. 770. That's going to fix everyone's problems in California. I just don't get it. I do not get it. Anyways, next up, and I've been hearing people talk about this. I'm not sure when old man Walter made these statements. It must have been yesterday. But next up, we got Trump goes scorched earth on Lame Brain special counsel Jack Smith. This is talking about the special report or whatever it's called that Jack Smith put out on President Trump. He's talking about J6 and all of that. He's making claims that he would have gotten a conviction, but woulda, shoulda, coulda. You know, that stuff doesn't matter now, Jack Smith. So either way, that's what's coming up next. First, we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about this one-time $770 doll hair payment to the victims of the wildfires going on in California. I'm surprised that they're calling them wildfires. I didn't for a moment think those were wildfires. I figured somebody started those fires and they just didn't know who. Are they just covering it up by calling it a wildfire because they're too lazy to figure out who started it? Or they don't want to admit that the government did it strategically? Just saying. Either way, reading through. Matthew Freemason speak? Definitely could be. Appeal to Heaven 770. Wow, only that? Jeez, what a loser. For real. Like, what is that going to do? Hey, sorry you lost everything in a fire, which is a terrible thing to experience. Here's $770. What is that going to do? That ain't going to do anything. That's not even anything to be happy about. Deanne, he's so discombobulated. Old man Walter doesn't know what's going on, and he told all of us a week ago or so, he's not going to be out of sight, out of mind. He's going to be around. Why? He'll be around for what? What are you going to do? You can't hardly do anything. You can't hardly put one foot in front of the other. What are you going to stick around for? It just doesn't make sense. Matthew, incoming smart city? Yeah. That's what we're all waiting on. Stoner, honey is crazy. They found honey perfectly preserved in the pyramids that is still edible. I believe it, Stoner. Honey is crazy. That is a very interesting thing because even when you store it and it starts to crystallize, you can still eat it. It like doesn't go bad as far as I know. I've never heard of honey expiring. I've made weed honey a couple times, and that's about the most fantastic thing you can make. You eat a spoonful of that, you're good to go. You are good to go, and it lasts forever. You just let it sit there in the cabinet forever, and it is always good. Hill, we're having some sort of problem with the player, but I got it fixed. All you guys just got to refresh. I'm going to have to write that service because $150 or $160 a month just for that live player to give me so much trouble, I'm about over that. What's up, Patriot Dad? Or what's up, Patriot Dad? Thank you, Patriot Dad, is what I meant to say for that $1 donation over on Rumble. I really appreciate the support. Thank you, Patriot Dad. Says, everyone poops and farts. I'm a plumber, seen the worst of people. Holy, you're a brave man. Not me. I couldn't do that job. I'm a little sissy. I just couldn't do it. Zero, honey is the perfect food. Yeah, and I believe that that's where peroxide comes from as well. It derives from honey. When I had a tooth bothering me, this is like a long time ago, 10 years ago or something like that, and I had somebody tell me to put honey on my sore tooth, which I thought they were being mean to me. They were just like, giving me bad advice. But it actually has like calming symptoms to it, so you can actually put honey on a sore tooth, and instead of it sending lightning through your face like you would expect, it actually will calm the nerves down and stuff because of whatever the properties are that they make peroxide out of. Very interesting. I didn't know for a long time that that's how we got peroxide, but yep, honey is amazing. Appeal to heaven. Weed honey would be delicious. It is. It's a little bitter, but it's good stuff. Joe Pro, happy freedom to you. Burning down the devil's sandbox. That's what people are saying. He do honey, soy sauce, and I think peanut butter lasts forever. I don't know. I've seen soy sauce go bad. It makes it salty. I've never seen anything float around in the sauce, but I've noticed that if you have soy sauce has been sitting for a while, it gets this really salty flavor. And I mean, there is expiration dates on it, but I've never seen like I said, I've never seen like mold floating around on soy sauce. I know you're supposed to refrigerate it after you open it, but if you've ever been to a Chinese restaurant, them things are just sitting on the table all day. They're not refrigerating that crap. So I don't really know much about the soy sauce situation. Hey, thank you for being here, Neurodivergent. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Triggered herb, honey's pretty bomb. Yeah, I think so too. It's the good stuff. What's up, Zimbabwe? Happy freedom to you. Are you from the U.S.? I am. That's why I got the flag in the background. I am from the U.S. Sitting here in Michigan. What's up, Smelly? Happy freedom. Smelly, there is a video of a person next to the first fire that started. It's a far away video, but you could see a person starting the fire. Yeah, Smelly, I just assumed these were started by people, not wildfires. And it makes me feel like they're trying to downplay the situation, like kind of alleviate themselves from accountability. They're just like, oh no, God started these fires. There's nothing for us to do. It was God that did it. I'm like, oh, okay. It's not like they stop criminals in California anyways, so. What's up, Biking Cat? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Stern? Happy freedom to you. What is... I don't know if I want to spell it out loud. I might have to just Google this. Yeah, I'm just going to Google it. Got to be cautious on things I say out loud. Hey, thank you for being here. Don't care. Have a good day. Guillotine. Happy freedom to you. I heard it was the smart meters. What is a smart meter? Like for the houses, the meters they put on the house to try and tell how much electricity is coming through the line there. Is that what you're talking about, or are you talking about something else? Don't care. It's an antibacterial. Honey is. Cheeky Chops, sour ass or sour jelly beans? You be eating ass, Cheeky Chops? Well, which one do you stick in your mouth? That's how you figure it out. Zero, salt is a preservative. Yeah. What's up, Live Review? Happy freedom to you. Tree herder, both. That's right. That's the right answer. Both. If she's cute enough. No, Cheeky Chops, not the goat coochie. We're not. Is this Saturday? It's feeling like Saturday around here. Twitch's poor innocent ears. Half the stuff that you guys are saying, I can't even read out loud. We're going to go ahead and move forward here. Like I said, this next video is titled Trump Goes Scorched Earth on Lame Brain Special Counsel Jack Smith. This is coming up next, but first I want to remind you, hooligans, if you would like to join the membership program over on Rumble, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and using the Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. So you got to go to rumble.com, come to the live, hop in the chat, and like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We have chapstick emojis, screaming goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during the live, especially during a Trump live like we have coming up on the 19th and the 20th. So definitely go get yourself a membership over on Rumble. Let's get this polled up here. This is about the report that Jack Smith put out on President Trump, crying really hard about J6 and all of that. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now make sure you hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
Donald Trump unleashed a scathing attack on special counsel Jack Smith early Tuesday, calling him a deranged lame brain, after Smith suggested Trump would have been convicted of election interference if not for his 2024 presidential win. In a fiery Truth Social rant, Trump accused Smith of political bias, claiming, "Jack is a lame brain prosecutor, unable to get his case tried before the election, which I won in a landslide. The voters have spoken." The tirade followed the release of Smith's 174-page report to Congress just after midnight. The report defends the 4-count indictment against Trump, which alleges he plotted to obstruct the 2020 election results after losing to Joe Biden. Smith, appointed by Attorney General Merrick Garland, concluded Trump orchestrated an unprecedented criminal effort to hold onto power. In his report, Smith asserted, "But for Mr. Trump's election and imminent return to the presidency, the evidence was sufficient to obtain and sustain a conviction at trial." Trump dismissed the report as politically motivated, accusing Smith of relying on information from the January 6th committee, which he claimed had illegally destroyed and deleted exculpatory evidence. For more stories just like these.
Oh, Jack Smith can cry about it. Nobody cares about that report. Not at all. Or Jack Smith, who's now stepped down. We're all just waiting for Inauguration Day. We're ready for change. Things to move in the right direction and accountability to show up after being missing for so long. Next up, we got Chinese TikTok alternative surges. It's called RedNote, I believe. Yes. They talk about RedNote in this next video, which is apparently an alternative to TikTok, but it's completely Chinese based. The title of it, the description, all of it's in Chinese, and on the app it's heavily censored. You can't talk about politics and stuff like that, but TikTokers are trying to move to the app, kind of civil disobedience, like you took away their TikTok, so now they're going to go to an actual Chinese app and provide their data to China that way. I don't know. I don't think TikTok is any better or any worse than any other app. And all of this isn't about China obtaining your data. They get your data from everything. It's about control. It's about being able to control a uniform version of censorship. If you're censored from saying certain things or showing certain things on X, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, they want it also to be censored on TikTok. Right now, they can't do that because they can't control TikTok. So we all know that's what the ban is about. And in the midst of the ban happening, which I haven't heard anything out of the Supreme Court. Yesterday they were supposed to go back to debating banning TikTok in the Supreme Court, but I didn't hear anything about it, so I don't know if they're still delegating or what's going on with that. But until they figure something out or make any changes, it is on track to be banned on the 19th, which is when we have the victory rally for President Trump on Sunday coming up. And so I haven't heard anything about the Supreme Court, so right now it seems like it's being banned. With that happening, everybody's getting all scared and they're kind of jumping ship over on TikTok. They're going to this RedNote app that is actually China. And so people are fucking stupid is what I'm trying to say in so many words. And that's what's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about Jack Smith and his little crybaby report about J6 and how he believes that he would have got a conviction of President Donald Trump. But we'll never know because he can eat shit as he resigned. President Trump, he's going back to the White House. Reading through. Mary Todd, that's not a claim, bitch. It's fact that they deleted and destroyed. Yeah, the J6 committee, they did. Everything that they supposedly found, all their gathered evidence, they deleted it and destroyed it. And they shouldn't have done that. President Trump has been asked multiple times if he's going to go after that J6 board of committees for deleting evidence and stuff like that. And he kind of said it in a way that he's not interested in going after anybody. He is worried about being a good president and making America great again. But if Kash Patel or any of those other people decide they want to go after the J6 committee, President Trump says he ain't standing in the way of that. And so if that's what they feel, then so be it. And so it'll be very interesting once President Trump's in charge, the cabinets are all confirmed, and things can start moving forward. Screaming Eagle, fuck Jack Smith. That's right. Happy freedom to you, Screaming Eagle. Hooligans Island, welcome to Rumble. Thank you for joining us over here. MC, last ditch attempt. They're screwed and they know it. Yeah. Trying to put a smear campaign out last minute. Nobody cares. Too old to care. I bet the people he puts in office will. I think so too. I think President Trump is trying to keep his hands clean, so to speak, where, you know, he's put the right people in the right places that if they do their job correctly, like everyone expects, they're going to go after these bad guys, and President Trump ain't got to go on TV and talk about it, and it's just naturally going to happen just because people are doing their jobs the way they're supposed to, instead of playing favorites and looking the other way and allowing corrupt money to enter their pockets and things like that. So it's the future looks bright. Let's put it like that. Heck yeah, appeal to heaven. Sounds good. What's up, Chaplain? Happy freedom to you. Smelly people are fucking stupid. They are. They're even trying to go as far as learning Mandarin. Like they're missing TikTok before it's even gone. It's not even gone, and they're like, well, I'm gonna have to learn Mandarin so I can be on the RedNote app. Why? Like, why? YouTube's got short form content. Instagram has Reels. It's the same thing. I'm waiting for X to come out with their version of short form content. They've already been working on it, and you can tell by the symptoms. If you watch a video on X, I've talked about this before. If you watch a video on X, when the video ends, it shows another video. But if you exit out and you look at the video that you just watched, you can scroll and scroll and scroll and never see that second video. So if you watch a video on X, you can keep watching videos. It's just one right after the other. It's like a little bit of TikTok right there. But most people don't acknowledge it. They watch the video ends, some random video pops up, they go, oh, fuck this, and they go back to whatever they were doing. But if you actually sit there, you can just scroll one short video after the other. So obviously X is working on some form of short form content feed, kind of like TikTok has, or Reels, or Shorts on YouTube. X is coming out with their own thing. They haven't said it, but but you can see all the symptoms are there. So I don't know why these people, I mean, I understand they like TikTok and it's probably going away, and I don't think it's actually going away. It might be a moment where it's gone, but I think it's ultimately going to stay. But the users are so rattled right now that they would rather try to learn Mandarin than just watch the same damn videos on another platform. It just, I don't know. It doesn't feel like a big deal to me. It's all manipulation. All of this is just manipulation. Chaplain Jack Smith was a political glory hog. Yeah, I agree. Hooligans Island, you are everywhere. You are omnipresent. What's up, Teasel? Happy freedom to you. Teasel, if you're in a 15-minute city to come, get out while you can. Absolutely. Sage Pup, 175 pages of Jack has TDS. Jack has TDS. Jack has TDS. Yeah, Sage Pup, that's exactly what it is. What's up, Jules? Happy freedom to you. See, and I also wonder if this is why Mark Zuckerberg is doing such a pull claiming free speech and stuff. You know, he hired Dana White or whatever to be on his board of directors and whatever. And he keeps claiming that it's the government that forced him to censor Americans on Facebook. It wasn't his fault. It was the government's fault. And all of that stuff. And I wonder if it's because he's trying to get those people to come from TikTok to come back over to Facebook. I don't think it's going to work. I think Facebook's image is permanently tainted. I don't see people who were censored, banned, suspended, whatever you want to call it. People who were mistreated on Facebook, I don't see them coming back because Mark Zuckerberg's on podcasts making big promises and stuff. I think this is like an effort to try and get those TikTok users to come over to Facebook. That's what I really think it is. Zero, I hate those autoplay pop-up videos. Yeah, they don't have an algorithm, so it seems to be random on X, but if they had to do something to make that happen, right? I have to do all kinds of shit to make the website work. Things don't just turn into TikTok accidentally, right? The one after another video on X, that is done on purpose, but it's not listed as a feature. There's no real organization to it. It just seems to be random videos, but it's absolutely one video after the other, just like on TikTok. So I'm just waiting for them to announce that maybe they'll have a new page or a button tab or something where you can watch short form content and not see posts and text and memes and things like that. I imagine it's coming to X. The other thing I'm wondering, because Elon owns Vine. Vine is the original TikTok. Vine was a big deal back when Instagram was a new thing. So I'm wondering if TikTok does get banned, I've said this in the past, is Elon going to turn around and put Vine back out? Or are they implementing Vine into X to be a part of their short form content? So it's kind of like they got two pathways to creating their own TikTok. And Elon, I mean, he's got all the resources necessary to put this stuff together. I imagine he's going to try and obtain these users that are going to be leaving TikTok if it actually gets the ban. All right, we're going to get into this next one here. Like I said, this is Chinese TikTok alternative surges. Now, this is really stupid people doing this. I really don't think TikTok's going to get banned, but people signing up for a straight Chinese app just sounds bad to me. Either way, hit the thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
Check. Dear Joe. Kelly, it's even more Chinese. We have this saying when I lived in China that something like a business or an app was American with Chinese characteristics to make it seem more acceptable. But RedNote, the app we're talking about, it is fully Chinese and it's embracing its Chinese characteristics. And many of the Americans that are flocking to the app are doing so in an act of defiance against lawmakers who want to ban TikTok. Now, it's called RedNote, but if you want to download it, look for the Red app at the top.
Okay, so I just want to say this really quick. I was telling you guys yesterday that TikTok came out with a secondary app. Right there where it says Lemon 8, that's from TikTok. ByteDance owns that Lemon 8. I don't know what it is, but it's some sort of like sister app to TikTok. And when you're on TikTok, they're trying to get you to install this app. Now, if TikTok gets banned, this Lemonade app is going to get banned as well, because it's all owned by ByteDance and the connection to CCP and all of that. So that right there is the app that I was talking about. I think it was yesterday. I don't know much about it. As far as I know, it's kind of like Twitter, but it's owned by ByteDance, which who owns TikTok. Just want to kind of slide that in there. At the top, that's the RedNote app. And as you can see, it's completely in Chinese. And that's what TikTok users are running to right now. Either way, let's continue with the video.
Top of this image. See, you can only see it. Description included in Chinese, and it reads Xiao Hong Shu, which literally translates into Little Red Book, as in the Little Red Book that Mao Zedong made to his guide to communist ideology and revolutionary principles, a symbol, a staple of Chinese communist propaganda. Now, here's how it is welcoming American users into its fold.
Hi, TikTok refugee. First of all, I want to say welcome to Xiaohongshu, welcome to Red Book. When I open this app,
and users are finding out that you shouldn't be posting about politics on this app because Chinese users aren't allowed to post about politics or religion or drugs. In other words, RedNote is more censored than TikTok. It's less transparent, less aligned than TikTok to Western norms, raising this paradox. If you ban TikTok, do you let in something far more threatening to the American digital ecosystem? Now, RedNote may also have less accountability. PitchBook lists 18 investors on its cap table compared to the more than 80 investors on ByteDance's cap table, including many big American funds like Tiger Global and Sequoia. And Kelly, just to touch on that question that you just asked David a moment ago, why aren't American rivals, their stock prices rising in anticipation of this ban? Because a lot of users are not going to the American rivals. They're going to Chinese alternatives.
No, it was a fascinating report, Deirdre. Appreciate it very much. Deirdre Bosa.
Okay, like I said, people are just behaving like idiots right now. Let's go to the CCP app. Like, why? Why? You can watch all the same videos on YouTube, Instagram, X, anywhere. Any of our social media all has TikTok videos. They're all being, repurposed or whatever, being distributed throughout the internet. Why go to RedNote? Why go to a Chinese app? It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same at all. So I don't understand why people are doing it. I think it's just a trendy thing that's happening right now. And then to refer to them as TikTok refugees, that's how stupid this is. That's literally how stupid this is. But Elon didn't open X and go, come on, Facebook refugees. Everybody was banned from Facebook. You guys are Facebook refugees. We are taking social media way too seriously. Way too seriously when we're using language like that. I mean, I didn't come to Rumble like, hey guys, will you let me in? I'm a YouTube refugee. They were mistreating me over there. Like, so stupid. So stupid. It's your whole identity. Being on TikTok's your whole identity. It's stupid. Can't stand how stupid people are. Either way, that's what's going on. Like I said, people are even learning Mandarin to try and get around this shit. Why? Just denounce your citizenship. Just move over there. Fuck, you care so much about it. Social media ain't that serious. It just really ain't. Anyways, we have a hilarious video coming up next to be wrapping up our little bit of the news. So it's kind of like we got fun stuff kicking off a little early. This next video is titled Army Major Drugged and Bitten by Strippers in Poland. That's really the news. It's coming up next, and it's hilarious. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about these TikTok refugees and how they're going to RedNote. Hill, the memes will continue until the communisms cease their hearsay. Yeah, see, and the CCP says no memes. No memes over there on RedNote. I don't know what those people are going to do. So stupid. Hill, Facebook is their new false god. Same with TikTok and all that shit. Get help from God, not a machine algorithm, you poor fools. Absolutely, Hill. We've covered a few videos where they talk about how young people are worshiping the internet. They don't have a god in their life. They just want to be TikTok famous. That's the only goal they have in their whole life. I don't know. That's scary stuff. Zero, for some people, TikTok is their whole lives. Yep. And I mean, I feel for the channels, right? There's channels that got millions of followers and stuff on TikTok, and they're upset that they built that following. They make all their money. They bought their new house. right? Just putting videos out on TikTok, and now TikTok's going away, right? I can understand that. But people who don't make content, who just consume content, I don't know why they're hell-bent on joining the CCP because TikTok's going away. That just seems very foolish to me. Metal Mouth, people need to get a life. Yeah, you're right, Metal Mouth. We are taking social media too seriously to see the symptoms that we have now. It's just not right. Nostalgic, people need to get jobs. Yeah. I seen a TikTok video where this person was live. They had their phone laying on this table facing upward, and everybody's live. They can see the ceiling, right? But they're at their McDonald's job working the register. So they would take a credit card from a customer, show the back and the front to their audience on the phone, run the card, give you the card and the receipt, and everyone on the live, they just wrote down your credit card numbers front and back. And they sit there live all day and do that. There's a ton of people that do that stuff. Like, shitheads. People being shitheads. And it's not just TikTok. They do it everywhere. But I've seen it a lot on TikTok. People are messed up. Metal Mouth, if the CCP has anything to do with that app, then I don't want shit to do with it. Yeah. Well, China gets our data from everywhere. No matter what app you're on, you've already signed all your rights off to all the content, all your data, everything. Your phone's already harvesting all of your data. It's just what company's selling it to China first. You know, so it's all nonsense. This TikTok ban's about control. It's not about the CCP. But now that we got RedNote, that is CCP. RedNote is the CCP. And so people flocking over there, like I said, they might as well denounce their citizenship. It's stupid. It's a dumb move. Dutton, only people with room temperature IQs will download it. Yeah. Yeah, and they're putting Chinese malware in their phone at the same time and don't even realize it. Nostalgic, there will never be a shortage of stupid people. Only because we got all these damn warning labels. Take the warning labels. We got to make natural selection great again. You know, that's what we got to do. That's why we have an overabundance in idiots. Jeb, I don't use credit cards in public. If they don't take cash, fuck them. Yeah, Jeb. Nostalgic, we all got by just fine long before those stupid apps. Got by much better, I think. I think so too, Nostalgic. It's entertaining to have apps, but I think they hurt our life. They hurt your possibility of being hired at a job after somebody reads through your Facebook feed. You're now susceptible to cyber criminals and bullshit like that. You're susceptible to spyware, people spying on you and intercepting your communications. We were not susceptible to that shit prior to having phones and apps. Just saying. Yeah, you Hill, basically. Life's hard. If I could read better, it'd make this job a lot easier. Chaplain, can you imagine old man Walter being a paid political consultant on CNN after J20? Yeah, if he stays awake long enough. Yeah, no, I don't. He probably will be on CNN. Maybe they'll have him as like a co-anchor or something like that. He could do the weather. Old man Walter just sit up there just kind of pointing around. He's like, hey. It's going to rain. Come on, man. That's it. Let's call it a day. Give him 20 million. Smelly, damn, people are idiots. They are. They are. Teasel, stupidity is contagious. It can be. Definitely can be. We used to see it a lot with the protesters and the rioting and stuff that would go on. You'd have a group of patriots all, assembled together with flags, just doing a rally of sorts or whatever, and it takes one person to go over there and set something on fire or kick a building door in or something like that, and then all of a sudden everybody just pours right in. And I mean, I'm not even referencing J6. We've seen so many protests at different Capitol buildings where that same thing happened. You get enough people together and one idiot does something exciting and everybody just follows suit. It's what happens. Those are the fire starters. Garrett, breaking: all three governors, Ivey of Alabama, Ron DeSantis of Florida, and Abbott of Texas, have ordered all flags to be full staff by Inauguration Day. It's badass, Garrett. We were just covering Greg Abbott in Texas. I didn't realize Florida and what was the other one? Alabama. They're going to do the same thing. It's badass. What's up, Little Ray? Happy freedom to you. Little Ray, I just feel for the people who make their income off of the shop and sales. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. For the people who make money on TikTok, I understand why they're upset. But for consumers, you can get that same content just about anywhere. Alright, hooligans. We're going to move forward. This next video is hilarious. I've been waiting all day to show it to you. It's titled, Army Major Drugged and Bitten by Strippers in Poland. For real. And it's Captain Hot Dog Fingers that received the comment, and he's not good at doing anything. So this is extra hilarious. Holy. All of a sudden I'm going to get sick again. Once again, this is titled, Army Major Drugged and Bitten by Strippers in Poland. And we're watching this video on TikTok. It's just the way things are. Either way, hit that thumbs up button over on Rumble. You're going to enjoy this.
Army Major was reportedly drugged and bitten by strippers in Poland. Will that affect the U.S. military's footprint in that country? This is a story. It is a major story, and it happened in Gdansk.
Jeff, I don't know anything about that story. I'll have a look at it. I'm not going to take that question. But
please take that.
Jeff, no, Jeff, just let me state clearly we have a strong military relationship with Poland.
Holy. Now, it wasn't my fault. He kept saying my name, but it wasn't my fault. I didn't do it. I wonder if there's going to be discipline for the Army Major who was drugged and bitten by strippers. I mean, it happens, you know. It's probably over the weekend. I don't know if they're mad at him or not. Is that a congratulations? You know, all his buddies are like, he, giving him shit. I don't know, but I saved that for last because I thought that was definitely worth watching. Next up, we got all our fun stuff because that was the last little bit of the news there. Our first funny video of the day is titled, Klaus Has a Hard Life. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about this poor Army Major who was drugged and bitten by strippers. Cassie J, so inappropriate. It was fine. It was fine. Snooks, Jeff, oh my. Yeah, it wasn't me. That's what made the video so much more funnier is the fact he's like, Jeff. And I'm like, I didn't do it. Snooks, you're such a rebel. Yeah, I know. Zero, they're all laughing. That Major's going to have to resign. I bet he's getting all kinds of high fives. Matt Rogers, sounds like a good time. I know, right? Welcome home, Russell. I'm glad you made it safe. Appeal to Heaven, bitten by vampire strippers. See, I wonder, did he have to pay extra for that? Libby Racer, once bitten and twice shy. Too old to care. That spreads the stripper flu. Chlamydia? Yeah, that's gotta be what you're talking about. Disco, give that Major a promotion. That's right. Alistair, yeah, why you asking about strippers? I just don't know any better, Alistair. Can't take me anywhere. Matthew, KJP laughing. I know you can hear Her laugh is like starting the old jalopy. She's got Seth Rogen's laugh. You can recognize it anywhere. Disco, do you have to pay extra for that kind of treatment in Poland? Either that or wear a uniform. I think that's how it works. Trop, where do I enlist? Yeah, this is how we get morale in the military up right there. Keep telling stories like that. That's so funny. Appeal to Evan. It was probably his fetish or someone posted it. Who knows? What's up, Salty Ragu? Happy freedom to you. Chaplain, a whole different way of foreign relations in Poland. Huh, yep. Keeping the morale high. Hooligans Island, that would make a great movie. It's probably on the internet somewhere. Sage Pup, lucky guy that Major. Says that now, till his junk itches. Extra bill, sign me up. Everybody's gonna start enlisting now. Farrak, that happens a lot. Really? I've drugged and bitten by strippers. That's a story to tell your kids later, you know? I appreciate you, Teasel. Matt Rogers, he probably popped on a UA, and that's his story, and he's sticking to it. I want to know who it is. Libby Racer, those mean strippers in Poland. Wonder how he got involved with them. Nostalgia, can't wait for the real press briefings next week. Done. I've been whooped with a belt by strippers, but never bitten though. Yeah, Done. I think you gotta pay a little extra for that. I don't know if I want those kind of cooties, you know, I'm just saying. Jay Spray, I wonder if he told his wife. When you find out his wife is the strippers. That's the part of the story they didn't tell us. It was really his wife and her gal pal there. They drugged him and bit him. Now he's going to be a wear stripper. In a full moon, he puts on leggings and high heels. Stupid. Anyways, let's get on to the fun stuff, as if that wasn't fun enough. Like I said, our first funny video of the day is titled, Klaus Has a Hard Life. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you guys really quick, if you would like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use that Linktree link in the description in order to make donations. You can do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. Let's get into the fun stuff. All right. Once again, this is titled, Klaus Has a Hard Life. Holy. I don't care how hard his life is. I whoop his little ass. I come smoking cigs. Just saying. Ain't smoking no squares around here, Klaus Daniels. We're going to get into this next video. This is our feel-good/funny video of the day. If I get this pulled up really quick. There we go. This is titled 6 Days.
Why do you keep calling this the Chinese virus?
Because it comes from China.
Racist.
It's not racist at all, no, not at all. It comes from China.
Mr. President, can you just respond to Kamala Harris's campaign attacking you for being in this town because they say there were white supremacists?
Who was here in 2021? Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
You have very low unemployment rate in the U.S. and we have a very high unemployment rate in France. How come? What the rest of people?
Well, maybe we have a better president than you do.
Pew Research says that there are, for immigrants on the whole,
Come on, try getting it out. Try getting it out.
I'll get it out.
I mean, I don't know if you're going to put this on television, but you don't even know what you're talking about. Try getting it out. Go ahead.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, it was just a follow-up of what I just asked you, sir.
You ready? We have the president of Finland. Ask him a question.
I have one for him. I just wanted to follow up on the one that I asked.
Did you hear
what
me?
Did you want?
Did you hear me?
Yes,
ask him a question.
I will, but
I've given you a long answer. Ask this gentleman a question. Don't be rude. Okay, question? Yeah, go ahead. Sure. She's shocked that I picked her.
No.
Like in a state of shock.
I'm not thinking. Mr.
That's
President.
okay. I know you're not thinking. You never do.
Do you want him to bring in Robert Mueller?
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. But I watch you a lot. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
Yes. 6 days until we get back to President Trump being in office. And hopefully we can get America normal again. Well, hooligans, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm going to drop this Linktree link in all of the chats really quick. We're going to read through, see how you hooligans feel about today's coffee, and we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. Alright, there we go. There's the Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you would like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, I would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Except for this Sunday. We are going live this Sunday for President Trump's victory rally. Can't wait. It's the only time I break my pattern here. We got a Trump rally going on, so we're definitely covering it. Either way, go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there, keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience it live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. With a membership, you will also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, which is to encourage open discussion. You'll have access to the arcade, which is full of games that are a ton of fun. And you'll also have access to our advanced messaging system with the ability to text each other, call each other, video call each other, group texting, group calling, group video calling, and more. jeffmaclive.com is the place to be and the home of the hooligans. So definitely go get yourself a membership. We're going to read through really quick, and we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. What are you guys doing over here? You will love the Orange Eagle drip, son. Styling. 10-man bet against the boss and you will lose. Absolutely. We saw that during the election. Russell Trump's the ultimate troll. Yep. 4 years. Got 4 more years of it. You will. Strippers are nice ladies, in my opinion. They can be, and then you gotta pay them. Salty Ragu. I want to know whose cocaine was in the White House. You know it was Hunter Biden's. But when they saw it, they just screamed out finders keepers. That's what happened. Told the carrier Trump is the GOAT? Absolutely. Pumpkin, Trump will never be forgotten. No. It's the most famous guy in the world. MU New Press Corps 2? Yep. It's going to be all new everything. Wayward, he said the bar is so high it will affect how I vote the rest of my life. I feel that way too, Wayward. Why are you guys saying 5, not 6 days? It is 6 days. It's 5 days and some hours. I'll see if I can find his Zupia. Maybe we'll put it on tomorrow's schedule. Trey Herder, 4 more years of this. Absolutely. Chaplain, that major should remain anonymous. We'll see. It sounds like they already know who it is. Damon Walker, happy freedom to you. Counting down to the golden age. Absolutely. What's up, Kimberly? Happy freedom to you. Jules, we could talk normal again? Not on YouTube you can't, but everywhere else you can. Gypsy, I'm ready for more of that. Me too. People being real, being honest, telling it like it is. We need so much more of that. What's up, Drone Time? Happy freedom. I hope Trump ends up woke. What does that even mean? He's not going to be your boyfriend. Just give it up. he's not cutting his wiener off. He's not going to molest kids. Just give it up. What a bunch of idiots out there saying stupid shit. Anyways, it's that time once again, hooligans. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, did the thing. We are good to go. We're going to read through the chat one last time just to make sure no hooligans are left behind. But like I said, we are going to be wrapping this up. We'll be live again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Salt Ragu calendars are racist. Yeah, it's the math. It's the math. Thank you, Matthew. Appreciate you being here. Much love to you, Pumpkin. Thank you. Hooligans Island. Amen. Hallelujah. And boom shakalaka. That's right. Too old to care. I got some firework mortars that are going to fly on the 20th. That's awesome, Too old to care. You be safe while you're out there celebrating. Nostalgic. Kamala could extinguish those Cali fires with all the air she blows out of her ass. Yeah. It's all gas, though. She'd just be a fireball. Done. I heard that booger sugar was Kamala's. Could be. They were splitting it. Mindy, then we got to listen to all the crybabies. That's true. It's coming up. Thank you, Too old to care. I appreciate you. Thank you, Zupia. Thank you, Rip Curl. Teasel, you got on Truth? Should follow me on Truth. I'm on there. I think the link is on the link tree. Salty ragu, and that's the whole sandwich. That's right. Thank you, Appeal to Heaven. All right, hooligans. It looks like we're good to go. Like I said, we will be live again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. What is tomorrow? Wednesday? I'll be keeping an eye out for the press briefing. We got one more press briefing with KJP before the week is up. She talked about it during yesterday's press briefing that we showed a clip of because she only spoke for less than 9 minutes. I assume there's not going to be a lot of information. Most of it will be lying and crying as usual. Probably more crying than usual considering it's going to be the last press briefing. But as far as I know, that's the one thing to look forward to tomorrow. Of course, I'm going to find a plethora of news, things to laugh at, as we do. I appreciate all of you hooligans being here. I hope you have a fantastic day, and hopefully I see you tomorrow. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.